don't get people just want to have fun anymore.
But he's got some premises he has as well. I watched a clip of him this morning. Are we already recording?
Yeah, we're off. Welcome to the podcast. There's Mickey. Peter, he said.
But there's he did I watched a clip. He's talking about basketball and how aggressive of a game it is.
Yeah.
So like before games, we were like, "Oh, we gotta go. We gotta fucking," like all the shouting and stuff. He goes, but it's also a really old game. And he's like, "How did they get people psyched up in the 30s?"
Yeah.
It's like, "Hey boys, let's be aggressive." And then he puts a needle down. It's like, "My girl's name is Shirley. I like to get her home early."
He's very, very.
He's fucking brilliant. What's the other thing he has about, voiceover stuff on movies? And so he's like, he didn't realize when you're in a booth, you're the only one that can hear the music. Mm-hmm. So somewhere in the 90s, somebody was in a room with Snoop Dogg, and he was just going, "Yeah da 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 da."
Yeah. Like, see that actually, but you know the song that was Amen, "Fuck You, I Don't Want You Back," right? I often think of that song because like the backing vocals that is "Don't mean shit now." That's just
somebody had to just do that.
Just doing all that shit. Want them all out.
It's like that. The Toast of London. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
There's so many. You think like, how can you do that straight faced? You know, go in and be like, do your lyrics.
Having done a wee bit of tell yourself and stuff now, do you not find it to be the most boring, excruciating, fucking annoying thing? Like, see when you hear actors being like, "Oh, it was really long days and it was really," and you kind of go, "Fuck up," you could pay $1 million for it, and then you find yourself on a TV set going, "$1 million isn't enough money for this."
Yeah. You know what? That is the worst part about it, is just sitting there. Now, the last thing I did, I was in a trailer and they're like, "We're probably going to be a couple hours here." I went, "No worries, blanket over, a wee nap, not a bother."
So I can't sleep whenever on days I got in case to come get me.
Yeah, but then I'm like, they'll have to just wake me. It's left me here.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I'm also really bad at learning lines, so I have to stand there panicking the whole time.
But you know what else? I went through a phase of doing the opposite, where I would stand, if I could hear someone coming, I'd stand at the door, like but they would open it and I'd be like, "Good morning," and I'd be like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Also, there's definitely an element of, and for good reason, but there's an element of HR in TV because of all the bad things that have happened.
Yeah.
When you try to be good crack, sometimes people just don't laugh at it.
No, that could be a problem. And then they're like, "Oh, nice one," and you just are like,
"Yeah." I did a thing before Christmas with 2 days filming, and the first day I was dead rigid and like real fucking. And the second day the producer came over and went, "Right, no fucking about, are you today?" And I was like, "He means fucking about."
Yeah.
And then I had a great time.
No, because I did one where I pretended I'd done a poo, and I was like, "Here, how do you flush that toilet?" It was a bit of a situation, and they were like, "Oh, did you do a poo in there?" And I went, "2," like that, and then they were like, "Oh no," and I was like, "I didn't really." And so they'd obviously gone to be like a runner to be like, "Here, I think he's broken the thing," and then a fella came out who looked like he deals with shit literally, and he was like, "Oh," and I was like, "Oh no, it's just kidding," and he was like, "Well, what the fuck am I here then?"
I've always feel really bad for the runners on shows. Like I'll be like aloof to producers that can do things for my career. But if somebody brings me a cup of tea, I'll sit you down there and I'll go get you a cup of tea.
Yeah. But then you could shout it out on sets for that. I remember I left the sandbags on something once, was carrying them, so that's someone's job.
And see when they say the word, well, there's two. One to go, that's someone's job, right? Which is weird, because Colin Murphy told me a story about doing something on, I think it was The Panel, and there was somebody whose job was to literally push a drinks trolley. Like onto the set or something, and he'd went on a break, so they had to wait for half an hour until he'd finished his break, so he could push the tea trolley. And it was like, why can't we just push the tea trolley? And they went, because it's his job.
They're like, it's his fucking job.
But I'd prefer to wait half an hour for somebody to do their job and get paid than to do something dead simple and have somebody refer to you as the talent.
Yeah. And then
I'm pulling funny faces and making dirty words.
But then that's the thing. We come from a world where we're just us. You know what I mean? Whereas people like they are the talent, they're like they're a bit hard to deal with. You know what I mean? Whereas there's people you're like, you know, when it's us, we're like, "Here, look, do you want a cup of tea?" He's like, fuck, where is it? I'll go do it myself. And you're like, no, you sit there, and then that time you're going,
and then they'll bring you the tea over, and you go, "You don't know how to make tea.
Yeah,
you didn't leave the bag in long enough." Or you left the bag in. You put the milk in first. I can fucking tell you put the milk in first.
Yeah, and even the porridge as well. It's one I get. I'm like, this is gruel.
You get porridge when you're on. Oh, I go all out if I'm getting bacon sashes.
Yeah, but then the thing about
hash browns and all.
Yeah. But then
like a wee hash brown, don't you?
I
fucking love a hash brown, don't you?
Hash browns are fucking excellent.
Hash browns are fucking lovely, and I burn the boat pudding.
Yeah, but then you know why? But no, I enjoy that. I like a black pudding as well. Like a white, I would prefer a white pudding, but beggars can't be choosers.
I had a breakfast wrap on the way up here today. You can see there on my tip.
They are. You know, here's the thing. Where'd you get it from?
It was a Spar deli,
No.
spicy breakfast wrap,
No.
sausage, bacon, hash brown, egg, bit of plastic cheese, and a wee bit of spicy chipotle sauce.
That's fucking. Because you know what I was going to say there.
Because fitness.
The breakfast wraps are better on a deli counter than they are at McDonald's. People are like, oh, see the McDonald's breakfast wrap. It's stinking. No. Some of the McDonald's breakfast, 10 out of 10.
Tell you where's a good breakfast. Good breakfast wrap. Bob and Bert's. Don't sponsor me now. I don't want your. You've already got my love. Bob and Bert's for breakfast. Their iced coffees are phenomenal. Their sausage rolls, unbelievable. Breakfast wraps class. The fries are unbelievable as well.
Yeah.
Which is why I've put this all back on in the space of about 4 weeks.
Yeah.
Because
Bob
I can
Bert's.
get Bob and Bert's delivered to my house in about 8 minutes.
There you go.
And I do it. It would take me 3 minutes to drive to it.
Yeah. But now you like the idea of having them, because you're a very social guy. You like someone to come to your door and be like, well,
Aye.
come on.
Yeah.
But you know what?
The other time, I ordered food the other day. My girlfriend got me a joke T-shirt. It's got a picture of like Ferraris and Formula 1 cars on it, and it says "Drive fast, eat ass." And I was like the guy came to the door, and I was like, "Oh fuck, I'm wearing this T-shirt." And I was trying to be like, but I looked seductive.
Yeah.
Like, oh, don't stop it. But he was one of those delivery drivers that like wouldn't take the food out of the bag until I gave him the wee code.
Oh yeah.
And the code's 69. Every time I order food, I have to go like 69, and they're like, "No, thank you." Or your kebab.
You got a T-shirt on.
Morning. Lost 2 blokes. That's just 11, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, no, you should be 69, wouldn't it?
Would it be 96?
No,
No,
96
96
is what I do with my wife, where we sleep at opposite ends of the bed, facing away from each other. That's a 96 night.
I always thought of 96. I suppose money is upside down every time. I always thought of 69 was if it's a heterosexual one, or no, two gay dudes do it. Oh, man,
Could the women do it too? It'd be
See, yeah, I always thought in my head a 69 was the guys on the bottom, the girls on the top, and a 96 is the reverse of that.
Yeah, but that's still the shape.
But it's very dangerous, by the way, because if your leg slips,
oh yeah,
someone's losing a premolar.
someone's died.
Yeah.
With being dicked to death, I'd say.
Do you think people? Well, Richard Pryor's dad, he died having sex.
But not being choked to death on a 69.
No. Well, I don't know. I don't know the actual. Don't know what the inquest said, but because that was the thing. Richard Pryor made that joke about how his dad came and went at the same time.
Yeah.
Busted too hard, probably.
Yeah.
Never recovered.
Yeah. But can you find out some other sexual numbers other than 69? Whereas, if there
Well,
are any
no,
more.
because I know what a 69 is a straight couple. 88, 2 fat ladies.
Yes.
You know bingo terms.
Yes, big terms. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And 2 little ducks, 22. You can do after sex.
But you could.
Yeah.
That's 2 people facing the opposite direction, doggy style.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes, facing the same direction.
Yeah.
Facing the opposite direction.
Aye,
is
but
just normal.
but one person's like this and the other one's behind them.
Yeah. Bingo sex would be a good game.
44, that's just fucking missionary.
Is it?
11 is what you and your wife have. Don't fucking touch me.
Yeah, no. No, we sometimes.
And then, of
do,
course,
yeah.
there's 10.
Yeah. 10 is the P and the V.
Or the
P and the B.
or the boo.
Yeah. The boosy. I mean, I don't know if I like that term. It's a bit gross. Isn't
Boosy?
it?
What is a boosy?
A boosy's a shitter if you're a dude. If you're a guy, it's fucking a dude.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, you don't call it a bumhole anymore. It's a boosy. He's got some boosy on him.
The term gooch I think is funny.
Yeah.
The term taint is funny.
Yes.
The term tisn't is funnier.
Yes. Yes.
Right? Varse.
What's a farce?
That's the bit between your fanny and your arse.
Say that as a barse, or that's different.
That's balls and arse.
Oh, balls and arse. Okay,
For-
wow.
For a lady.
So that's
it's
much
a
more
varse.
of a farce.
Because a friend of mine told me about her mate gave birth and had a 3rd-degree tear. Ladies, my heart goes out to you. Do you know what 3rd-degree tear is?
Yes, it's from farce to vanny.
Yeah.
So no more varse?
So it's like you rip between your
Oh no.
what's the hole in the
Anus?
your anus
And
to
your
the what's
vagina.
Yeah, is vagina the
Yeah.
hole?
Well, that's the whole.
I was trying to think of the
package,
medical term for the
isn't it?
not your urethra, that's the pee hole.
The vulva. Is
That's
the
the
meat.
that's the
isn't it?
meat.
Fucking hell, it's too much. Too many.
We'll just say vagina and arse.
Yes.
3rd-degree tear, so ripped the whole way through, and the doctor was stitching her back up, and her husband said, "Doctor, are you stitching up her varse?"
Yeah.
And she was like, "You've just ruined this moment."
Yeah. Yeah, that's. But and then I thought you were going to say there. Here, do a few more.
That's what them ones that always make me sick. Stick extra sticks in for daddy.
I know.
Fuck
Gross.
off, you
Yeah.
wanker. How small's your dick anyway?
No, it's so gross. I'd be
Got
like,
a couple more
oh,
numbers
sex
here,
numbers. Let's go.
But there's nothing.
They're
as good
0800
as
numbers. They're written on the side of a toilet wall.
There's nothing as good as the 69.
You're telling me.
I think that's.
Or for our French listeners, this was on there for them.
That's one of the only ones here that actually, is a position.
Okay.
So we've got one I do like though is.
Oh, go ahead, sir.
If you text someone 1174, apparently that means meet me for sex. It's more niche, but it's
1174. What's the origin of that?
Not for you.
Yeah, big guys.
Is that like old phones when you had to like type?
Oh, it could be
1174.
So 11 would be B. Because you go 11 is B. 7. Oh wait, no, was it 2 where the A was?
Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember. Let's see. Well, let's. Did we get a script? Find out what that means. Where that origin? Would you? Because I don't understand that.
A lot of people have no idea what it means.
Ah, 6, 7.
Yeah, that's what I do with Diddy's.
It's just an obscure numeric code. Doesn't have any sort of deeper meaning than that.
So it's kind of like the 50, the police.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, but that that comes from Hawaii. 50, I think, does it? What do they call them, the 50 now?
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
I know the Peelers. I know the Peelers comes from
Robert Peel. So the Bobbies.
I nearly said John Peel. That's the DJ.
Yeah, Jean Peel. Yeah, R.I.P.
The Bobby. Oh yeah, Robert Peel.
Yeah, the Bobbies. Yeah.
Where's the black bastards come from?
You might know this, but Robert Peel was a black man. I think it's just their gear, their suits.
Oh right, it's the black and tans, isn't it?
Yeah, the black and tans. That's enough. Yeah, wow.
Welcome to history with
all
Mickey and
about
Dave.
shirts, isn't it? Shirts. That's where they came from. The black and tans, wasn't it?
Yeah, they wore black and tan uniforms.
And then didn't the boys they had black and tans as well? The SS and the SA, the Nazis.
The brown shirts.
Yeah, the brown shirts for the SA, weren't they? And then the SS became much more fashionable.
Fuck, you know a lot about history, man. And shirts.
I like shirts. I don't know, it's not history, it's more fashion, darling.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Talk to me about fashion. We're all there as I sit like this, dressed in a Bob Marley jacket. Because of the stoner that I am,
Bob Marley.
Oh, yeah, big old thumb. That's why I bought it.
It's amazing.
I'm going to pop it out one day. But no, it's actually just.
So, is there any other sexy numbers? Sorry, that's it. That's pretty much it.
I think that's pretty much it. Yeah.
So you've got one.
Obviously you can make a wee play with the 96 being like a reverse one, but aside from that, nothing.
Because we were talking last night, I might have to use an offensive term here for this, right?
Okay, go ahead. We love it, guys. Sorry to interrupt the podcast, but I need to tell you about Patreon. We're on it. The Sly Guy podcast is on Patreon. Some people don't seem to know this, but more and more people are becoming aware, and more people are joining us because you want early access to the podcast, you want vlogs, you want the weekly extra Sly Guy podcast, the Slyer Guy podcast, which is the continuation of the main episode that you can only get on Patreon. We've got vlogs, we've got stand-up shows, we've got plenty more, all on Patreon. There's an archive of stuff, and if you want to ask questions for the pod, you can only do that on Patreon. So head to the patreon.com/Sly Guy podcast, or follow the link in the description of the podcast, right as you were. Guys, I just want to remind you that I'm going on tour starting in late August. I'm going everywhere. All the places you can imagine within the UK and Ireland, you can come and see me. And then my show Obsessed is coming together rightly. I've done a work in progress show. It's coming together. I'm feeling good about it. I'm excited to show you what I'm obsessed about. And if you want to get your tickets, they're only 20 quid everywhere, because I want to make sure that people can afford to come and see the show, get babysitters, get travel, have a swell, have a good night. The tickets are available now. You can scan the QR code if you're watching this podcast on the telly, or you can just follow the link in the description. Come see me, be obsessed this autumn. Back to the episode.
But somebody brought up the fact that they're going to a thing called Tranny Bingo.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And someone was like, is it offensive to say that? And
I thought you were going to say when are you saying the offensive thing?
Well, no, we got kind of agreed that it depends on how you say it.
Yeah.
So if you go Tranny Bingo,
yeah, it's
offensive. But if you're like Tranny Bingo,
it
means you're up for it, you're an open-minded person. And then somebody was like, well, what makes it transgender? And I started thinking, what kind of numbers would a trans person call out?
And
do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, how would they do the two fat ladies? How would they do the yours and mine 69?
Two fat they?
Yeah, two fat days.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
two fat days.
Yeah.
It could be the name of this podcast.
Two fat dons.
Yeah, I've seen the hairy bikers. Now you're ready for two fat days. What else could there be then?
I don't see, to be honest with you, and this is the problem I've run into. I've never been to bingo, so I don't even know the heteronormative terms for bingo balls.
Bingo's a good time. But two little ducks, two fat ladies. I used to enjoy bingo. I can't remember any more of that now.
Aye.
But you know what? Tranny is. It's trans now. You can't use that anymore.
Well, obviously, it's always been offensive, right? But if a trans person, it's the same as anything. If the person who it affects says it can be very cute.
But it's transgender now, whereas transvestite they had back in the day.
I suppose that was the difference.
You know what I mean?
But it's not transgender now, because transvestites and transgender are two different things.
Yes,
so
but the term.
But I had this argument recently.
But tranny was for transvestite, I assume, because it's drag.
Maybe it was actually.
Unless it's going to be, unless there is just transgender host, in which case that would be offensive, I think.
Yeah, that's what we couldn't figure out as well. I didn't know if it was transvestite bingo or transgender bingo.
Yeah. But I'm sure people who are trans can go to the trans
bingo.
They
can go straight bingo too.
Yeah.
You're more than welcome to my house.
Tranny bingo where everyone's just on gear. Jacked.
I had to go to Manosphere.
Yeah.
There's just no women there. Just a bunch of guys on steroids. Just going, fuck! Breaking the pen. I'm so lonely.
And so he's on fucking, no.
Fucking Louis Theroux, number 2. Fuck!
Very good. Oh, he's fucked it for the Manosphere, that guy. Whoa.
Do you watch the whole thing?
I can't.
Do you know what's so fucking weird about it is there's a bit of me that just feels so sorry for them. Because anytime those wee boys, even though they're jacked big fucking roided out freaks, anytime they're asked a question about their feelings or their background, they're all like trying not to cry.
Yeah.
And I was like, you poor wee cunts.
Yeah, but then that's...
And then you see one of them beating a fucking homeless person and you're like...
Yeah, but that's a front though, isn't it, for this whole... Because I just agree, like, you shouldn't give it a term anymore. You know, people like Aaron cells, no, they're just wee gimps.
Just dickheads, like, yeah.
Like, but this is the problem. This is why there's still, I think, there should be a case for a bit of bullying in life. You know, you need someone to be like,
there's definitely a few, some of those people could have done with a few more slaps.
Yeah, definitely. But then that's a problem too. Like, there's no real repercussion for a lot of things nowadays.
But it's also a thing that we talked about this before the pod as well. A lot of people are doing things online now to corner one section of a market. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And you're like, the fact that you're looking at these people as a market when you're pretending to help them is a wee bit fucked up.
Yeah, like the Tate boys and all. Yeah. But then, like, he's just tried everything though, hasn't he, Andrew Tate?
Literally.
And then now he's like, oh, I'm this kind of guy now. And you're like, nah, you've still got a small jaw.
He does a really small jaw, doesn't he?
No chin. I can't take serious. You have pea head, big ears, and a small jaw. Not for me.
And from a video I watched recently, he definitely can't fight.
Yeah, no, he got fucking rolled last time, didn't he?
Was that Misfits boxing?
It was MMA. Was it he did, or was it boxing?
He said he did Muay Thai.
Yeah.
And then I think he did Misfits boxing, and he was fucked.
Yeah.
Like,
that's good though, isn't it? You'd love to just see him get
the kind of thing I was watching going, give me a couple of months, I could beat him.
Yeah. But then
I went boxing this morning and nearly shit myself, so...
But then that would also be something to defeat him, I would say. If you shot on him, that'd be ultimate, Mark.
I have a funny feeling he was paying for that in Ukraine.
Yeah. But then, you know what I also think? See if you're a big cigar guy...
Yeah, the only cigar guy I would trust would be Schwarzenegger, and even he's admitted his wrongdoings.
Yeah, no, he's.
Do you know what I mean?
But like, because cigar, I don't. You know what? I don't like the idea that cigars. Now we've all done this, smoked a cigar in our day, think we're cool. But you know, there's something gross about. See when they're all wet and all, and your mates they're just
gay.
It is a bit gay. Well, what's the difference between? I'd rather actually suck a dick and smoke a cigar actually with asthma.
Right enough.
You know.
Also, anytime I'm trying to smoke a cigar, forget you don't inhale and I'm throwing up.
Yeah. Yeah, there's always that. And then you pass it and it's all wet and all, and you're like, I hate cold, wet slabber.
You pass your cigars to the left hand side? You not get one each?
What? Oh, well,
one a year on?
Back in the day?
I went out with a girl who bought me cigars because I like to smoke when I was drinking. Yeah. And she bought me cigars so that I wouldn't smoke. And I was like, you know, these smell like dead cats.
Yeah.
And I'm still inhaling them because you won't let me smoke cigarettes.
Yeah.
But she also got me a cutter though, so that'd feel pretty good. I just cut loads of them, didn't smoke them. Yeah, Senator.
See, I can't have a cutter near me because you know that sort of intrusive thoughts thing. I just
take the cut.
Just I don't know what it is. I have a mate who says that is a problem. He wants to cut his dick off. I think not for a sexual. He just wants to cut it off.
I don't have that. The one overwhelming invasive thought I have is if I'm in a busy shopping centre. And there's somebody walking on a crutch or a walking stick, and I'm stuck behind them.
Yeah,
it's just to boot the stick. I've had to physically restrain myself from doing that. I also the other day I had to stop myself from shouting "ET, move out of the fucking way" because there was a woman pushing a trolley with her big hood up. Yeah, and I was like, "Fucking move!"
Oh, speaking of there's a woman that walks around Bangor, Paddington. Like I need to find it, right? I need to show you this and I don't know why her husband or whoever, because she's always with her husband, right? I'll assume it's her husband, but she is always dressed like Paddington Bear, and every time I see her, like I fucking piss myself.
Aye.
Like it is so good. But let me see. Right, I'll go and try to find Paddington here. Just talk among yourselves there, guys. On this podcast that I've invited you kindly to do.
Do you know any more sexual positions or?
Yeah, the Paddington.
Paddington.
You did that bare bum.
Marmalade sandwich.
Oh, Jesus wept.
A marmalade sandwich would be something impressive altogether, I would say.
Do you know I've never had marmalade in my life?
No,
It's just orange jam in it.
it is orange jam.
Yeah.
A bit more
It's nice.
tangy, though.
And-
It's got the zest in it.
Bit of zest. I do like a bit of zest now.
It's a wee bit more sour.
Do you know what I did the other night? I poured an orange flavoured sparkling water into a double concentrate Robinson's orange. Made my own Fanta, lads.
Oh, I need to find. Hold on, Paddington here. I have to find this. This is too good. And if like I stopped in traffic, they had a photo of this poor woman.
And saved it as Paddington so you could type it in and know what it meant.
Yeah, I've sent it to somebody about like, there's Paddington there.
I have a thing. That's but just back to the intrusive thought. That's see me in a busy shop.
Yeah.
I'm never more like, oh, I could just start swinging. I could just start windmilling through here like.
So yeah,
You're a bad.
they didn't always walk around. Her and Mr. Brown just thundering about Bangor. And the thing is, I've seen her out again since that. Oh, fucking Paddington! And then I just stopped the car again, but I couldn't get a front
Just walking
door
around
over.
Bangor. That hotel's filled with immigrants. I wish we lived in Helen's Bay.
But then that's where they land their boats.
This town has gone to the dogs. The town centre is fucking empty.
If it's not white, it's not right.
There's no black in the Union Jack.
He's right, brother. Oh, yeah. So that was one of my favourite days ever seeing her.
You still do love wee Bangor High Street? Just do you know what I mean?
I do.
You're a proper Bangor man. You're a pillar of the community.
Yeah, you know what? I love it. I've people always like give out that your hometown's Hollywood. I'm like, no, well, I was brought up in Hollywood, but I now live in Bangor.
You're a Bangor man, like.
That's where my kids are. That's where my home is. Like and I love it. I just want to see it do better. Bangor do better. You know.
Yeah.
Also,
Lurgan, you're perfect. Keep it up.
yeah, Lurgan. What a spot that is too. You love it, don't you? Would you ever leave Lurgan? No. You've tried and you failed. Yeah.
I have left and just been like, this is shit compared to Lurgan.
Yeah.
Do you know, like, there's something about the element of danger that I'm just used to.
Yeah, you like the risk of it.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a definite thing of like, I do belong around scummy people. I don't do well around posh people. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if I'm around posh people, I feel like I'm in dinner for schmucks.
Yeah.
Like I've been invited there to be made fun of.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I get you. Yeah.
But in Lurgan, I get to feel like one of the posh ones.
Yeah, but listen, seeing Bangor now, there's kids beating the fuck out of rescue dogs and all on the street, high streets, disgrace.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, you know
Sounds
what?
pretty
Back
bad.
to that thing we said, because the kids don't get
Very
enough-
hard to be funny with that, Dave, but
enough
thanks for bringing it up.
up. Yeah. Now I just want to beat up kids. What about that? Be funny with that.
I've had times in my life, yeah. There's
Yeah.
actually been. I remember one of my wee cousins. One time I was looking after him for a weekend, and on Monday morning he wouldn't go to school, and he phoned his ma. I was like, I don't want to go to school, and I heard his mum on the phone being like, "Let me talk to Uncle Mick," and he handed me the phone, and she went, "Let him stay off," and he heard her say, "Let him stay off,"
Yeah.
and he got this close to me and went, "You," and I was like, "You have no idea how close you are to being put through a fucking wall,"
Yeah.
and that's why I don't have kids.
Yeah. We should have done it. Just the once, and you wouldn't have to worry about it again. She'd be
But
alright.
I obviously don't believe in hitting children, right? You definitely shouldn't.
Yeah.
But if I had my own kids, there'd be threats.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh.
Do you know what I mean?
But then this is the worst. See if you
Like
threaten.
I think I'd be like, that was
Oh.
good crack, but she'd be fucking do it again.
Yeah. Nah, but that was like my wee one said to me the other day, "That's not gonna work for me."
Oh, I'd have killed her. I'd have fucking killed her.
I was like, "Here, listen, you go and do this. That's not gonna work for me."
Yeah.
You're 5. What the?
My 3-year-old niece the other day, my mum sent a video. She was in the back garden with a super soaker, or not a super soaker. You know those ones that's like a big syringe
Yes.
water gun. She's 3, and she like put it in a bucket of water, filled it up, and just went, "This is how it's done," and then like spam it
Yeah.
around at my mum, and my mom was like, "Don't you fucking dare!" And she's like, and I'd have just been like, "Douche." I wouldn't have got my own water gun.
Oh, I can tell
Dryer.
you, I am traumatized by those things. Right, we were on holidays and we were away with our friends and their kids, and for some reason their son was running around with no clothes on, just like shaking his bits at me, and I was in the water and like, I'm going to get him with this fucking, I'm going to shoot him in the dick. Which you shouldn't have done, like, but I was full of water and I went that really fucking shit, but it broke. And the plastic came back and stabbed myself in the head. I was just standing in the water, pissing blood, wetting myself because I was like, I deserve
You've no
that.
idea how close I came to blowing your dick off.
And then I go to the pool to say, Catherine was like, what happened to you? And I was like, well, I was actually trying to shoot a child in the dick. And I cut myself. And she was like, that's the most example of God intervening than anything ever. Because there's a powerful stream of water.
Oh, they're fucking insane. Like,
and he was running about giving it this. And I was like, I'll show you.
There hits a point, though, at what age is it, do you, because personally speaking, when I was growing up, right, every photo of me that's in the bath from when I was about 2.5 years old, I'm wearing swimming togs, right? And I know why it happened, right? I remember being in the bath and my dad came in for a pee and I saw my dad's willy from the side view, right?
Yeah.
And I said to my mum, why does daddy have a plaster on his willy?
Yeah.
Because I hadn't seen a foreskin before properly and his dick was all old and wrinkly.
Yeah.
And I thought there was just a plaster on his willy. And from that day forward, nobody was naked in our house. Like my dad to this day, if he goes for a shower, comes out fully dressed, socks and shoes and everything on him. We've never been, and I'm pretty sure it's my fault.
Yeah.
Like I've caused trauma in my family.
I was say he's probably going to be frigging have a real.
But I have mates who are like, oh, I still shower my wee one. And you're like, how old is your son? Like 7.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, that's too old.
No, we know somebody who like she's, this woman still has baths with her ma. The two of them get in the bath together, so always do that. I think that's weird. I think once you start developing into having puberty, it's you got.
But that's 12.
Yes,
that's too
stop.
old.
Yeah, I suppose you're right.
I think once you notice bits,
because like
see, if I had a kid who, say for example, me and fucking my like imaginary wife, were naked, and my kid went, "What are these bits and what's that bit?" I'd be like, "That's this done." From now on, we bathe in bikinis.
Yeah. No, because then there's this other thing where you want the kids to not feel self-conscious.
That's also
about,
very true.
But
that, like,
privates, cover that shit up for sure. Like I told you about the time when Holly was there, and it was just her. She was in the toilet one day. I was in the shower. She's sitting in the toilet looking at me, and I could see her sort of looking confused. And she goes, "Daddy," and I went, "Yeah." And she goes, "The girls have twinkles?" And I went, "Yeah, they do." She goes, "The boys have winkies?" And I went, "Yeah." She goes, "Why do you have a twinkle?" And I was like, well, the thing about it is it's a very cold shower.
Yeah.
You know, I'm trying to just try to
do the right thing here.
And it's like, fucking go away, just fuck off, leave me alone. You know,
like a good's bigger when your man takes the top off.
I know.
That happened to me one time when I went for an STI checkup. Got my willy out, and the doctor went, "That it?"
Yeah.
And all I could say was, "It gets bigger on a fancy people."
Yeah.
That was my response.
Well, the doctor said that?
Yeah, so he'd seen me do stand-up and was roasting me. Which is a lovely place to be.
Yeah.
When you go to the doctor and they know who you are, or they've seen you do, and they start cracking jokes, it really does help the nervous process.
Does it?
Because the thing about it wasn't an STI checkup. The reason I went is because I found a lump in my willy and I thought I had cancer. But the doctor... I've done this in stand-up too, so this is on the internet. But what had happened was, the doctor's like... Have I ever told you this whole story?
I think so.
The doctor's like looking at the market and he was like, "Tell me this, when did you notice that?" And I went, "Wednesday." And he went, "See, on Tuesday, did you have a wank?" And I went, "I had 2. Right, 2 for Tuesdays." Like. And he goes, "Oh, you've tore the cock yourself." I hadn't lubed up and it went a wee bit too hard. And I thought, and I was 30, like.
Yeah. And then you just have to go out and be like, yeah. But then what did you be like? Yeah, I think it might be cancer. We haven't got the results back yet. Rather than go and tugging the dick of myself.
Yeah, that happened to me.
Guys, you know the score by now. I am looking after my insides and my outsides thanks to Omnia Wellness. And you know what? They're helping me with medication to feel better and leaner and fitter and stronger and everything. And if you want to feel better all around about yourself, visit Omnia Wellness today and check them out. And if you want to maybe pay full price, that's on your head. If you want 20% discount, you can use the discount code SLYGUY20% at checkout to get 20% on whatever it is offer, whether it's your nutrition, training programs, or whether it's medicated weight loss, Omni Wellness. And don't just listen to me, they're CQC regulated and they are legit. So check out Omnia Wellness and thank you for making me feel great. No, I had a willy problem before as well, but I had got it caught in my zip and I had got a wee cut on it, and then at the same time simultaneously I had been having a really bad time in work with my just mental health and didn't want to go, so I had a wee bit of a cough and I was like, got chest infection. Went to the doctor and played, I have a chest infection, and he's like, okay, have antibiotics. Didn't need antibiotics, so I have this cut on my dick on antibiotics. And then I remember I just put like cream on it, like to try to stop it being sore, because it was like right where the foreskin folds in. So it was awkward. So I remember I was doing a pee, and I reached down. I was like, I felt this kind of like, it felt like, you know, the glue that sticks a bank card to a bit of paper when you get it. It felt like that. I was like, that feels a bit weird. I goes, that must have been something the cream is like coagulated. What I had known, because I'm on antibiotics, the cut wasn't healing. So it was just always there. And then because I put the cream on, the skin that was cut had softened. So I was feeling this, and I was pulling the skin that was softened, and I just yanked it, but it was still, I just basically pulled it, and it was horrendous.
So let's play a fucking little bit in Jaws. What about that scar? So when I was 12, I got punched in the nuts, right? And the twisted, like a sheep's tail, could be really bad for you. So I had to get an operation on my goalies.
An operation?
Yeah.
See, I twisted, and the doctor just went like that. It was fine.
Well, so what happened was they hadn't twisted. I got punched in the balls, and my bollocks swole. Right. So the way your balls are, they're not just balls. There's like wee nodules and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So this guy managed to knuckle me right in one of them, and it like fucking swole up. So one of my balls was like a tennis ball, and then the other one was swollen. Right. But so I had to go and get this operation the last day of school at the end of first year, and then I had the whole summer just like sitting in the house.
Yeah.
Right? And one of the things that happened was I thought it was healed up, so I had a load of stitches in my scrot, and then I was like, I think it's healed up. My mum went, it is. Come on, we'll go to the pool. And I went swimming. The scab softened, and then when I put my pants on, it stuck to the pants. And I took my pants off later, ripped the scab off. But then because your scrotum's so thin, I could like kind of see in. And I was like, Donnie! Like, and that was so the last time I'd asked my willy as well. My balls were bleeding, and my penis was in fear mode.
Oh no. That's horrendous.
He was like, that's why we wear pants in the bath, son.
Yeah, fucking anyone. Do you wear pants in the bath?
Yeah,
that?
I've had so many surgeries below my waist. It's ridiculous.
But you know what?
I've had 6 on my ass.
That's right. For the was it ingrown hair?
The ingrown hair that gets really badly infected, and then you end up getting.
Well, when you tell me it was the worst fragrance you've ever smelled in your life, was that?
It wasn't me told that. It was Geddes' mate. I was talking about that because it's a very common thing. It's an operation where it used to be if you got that done, you'd stay in hospital for 2 weeks and just not move.
I'd be sick.
But obviously they have to be like, you need to go, you need to get out of here. So it's really hard to heal up. So it took mine about 8 years to heal up. Because when you walk, your ass cheeks do that.
Yeah.
And it just won't heal. But I was agony. Because that was the first time I got it done. They're basically what they do.
You've had a couple of them?
I've had about 5 operations on it.
Oh, I thought you meant a different one. I was like,
no, same thing. So it's like, I don't know if they still do. I think they do still do it. But they basically cut in like a V shape to get all because the hair leaves a track.
Yeah.
Inside you that gets infected, and then they have to cut the infection out. So they cut it in a V shape, and then they have to heal it up from the inside out. Mm-hmm. And it's supposed to heal evenly. So at one point, mine healed like that.
Yeah.
And the doctor goes, "We're gonna have to even that out." So I remember being like, "Oh, they're going to book me back in for another operation." And then he just came out in an apron with a scalpel, and just like fucking starts like shaving flesh off me. And the nurse at the time, the doctor walked out covered in blood. He walks out, and the nurse goes, I was about 15. She goes, I've seen grown men come in, rugby players, soldiers, go through that procedure, and they cried. She goes, you didn't make a fucking sound. You must have the pain threshold of a pregnant woman. And then I went like this, and spat the top of the bed back out.
Yeah.
Where I just bit clean through a hospital bed.
Yeah.
Like agony. And that happened a couple of times.
Oh, no.
But weirdly, after they did it, I've never felt relief like it. Like you're walking about, like my heart feels really numb. It's like
it's just feel like all tight now before, like it's going to burst, sort of thing.
No, because it's because you've all these bandages and stuff in your bum crack,
like
for months, years. But it was the top of it that healed like that. So and he did say it was about a finger amount. Like
you just cut it off.
Just cut it off and start again. And then, but that was like
Jesus Christ.
I'd been knocked out for because they would put you under to do the proper surgery.
Jerry did wee funny things to your dick and all, and you're like, ah.
To tell you what is annoying is I remember one of them. So I'd gone for that many operations. The anaesthetist like, okay, so I'll start counting you down from 10, and you start breathing in deeply. But I'd had that many operations, I just started breathing, and he's like, not yet. So I'm like, but I remember waking up.
You've heard that before? Oh no, not yet.
But it was like, I think the last time I had it done, I was about 20. And I remember waking up, and this really attractive nurse was pulling the fucking breathing tube out of my throat, and I was going like in her face, right? And then like coming out of it, you're like fucking hell, and then looking down and going like, I've got net pants on. I wasn't wearing that. But, they've seen it.
Oh no,
They've seen the whole thing. And I mean, your willy's never smaller than you've gone through a surgery.
But you could just hope that you had a good dream when you were asleep. Maybe.
Nah,
no.
I definitely didn't. Like.
And did you so you were going in? Did you even like give it a wee bit of manscaping or something?
Didn't even think to do that.
No,
I don't think I did. Oh no, I'm trying to think. No, I didn't, because I think the first time I ever shaved my pubes was probably 19. So for the first at least 5-6 operations, I didn't even think about that bit.
Just a normal bush to even trim it. I know.
Big bussy, like big.
Yeah, not a big bussy. Like a big bush,
like burnt toast.
Oh, it's so weird. Like I think I've been shaving and trimming my body hair for long, because I got puberty before anyone else in school, and then I was in the shower shaving my legs with my mum's razor, and also nobody could see. It was awful.
So the first time I ever shaved my balls, I did it with the Mach 3, which is a mistake.
Jesus,
Caught myself the ribbons.
That is bad.
That's right. Like I remember, like bringing I was in uni and brought like a bowl into my bathroom, and I was like,
no,
I actually haven't done mine for a while, you know.
No, but I think we get to the age where it's natural.
No point,
it's good to be. Just go for it. No, I think I started actually without razors. No, I started on iMac, Veet back in the day.
You're not supposed to do that on your nethers.
Well, listen, maybe that's why it's grey.
Oh, mine are yours grey as well.
Yeah.
So mine were never dark because I'm kind of fair haired.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, there.
It does happen.
That's white pubes.
It's like a turret. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you ever shave your dick and balls and then you go for your first pee after you've done it and you go, fuck, feel the size of that bad boy?
Yeah.
Because you just feel the wee base skin.
I'm like, I think I might have to use a second finger here. Let's go for it. Because
I saw a guy last night in Lavery's. I walked into the bathroom. There was a guy just on his phone pissing. Yeah. And I was like, I'd love to have that weight of a dick.
Yeah.
You just let it.
But then what's nice, piss. Though, I think you can just sit on the ball sack. If it's a bit cold, just shoot straight out. You know what I mean? It's nice and easy. It's not going anywhere. That's why it's good in a urinal. If it's in a toilet, it's a fucking disaster.
See, I think my willy and balls are further apart than most men's. I think most of my dick is the bit between my dick and balls. Do you know, most of it's inside me.
Yeah. It's very feasible.
You've knocked a bit of weight off, though. Have you noticed your willy? Like, have you noticed seeing more?
Yeah, it's got a bit bigger. Like, I can hold it that way now, rather than that way.
Because it's not the willy getting bigger; it's the gunt getting smaller.
It's the gunt.
Yeah. My gunt's in bad shape right now.
It's like, whenever you watch one of those videos of like a flower in the bloom and they do like film it for 24 hours, you watch it like that.
Yeah.
You feel like there's just a wee bit more stem. Yeah, a wee bit more stem.
Yeah.
Still.
It's like taking a wardrobe out of a bedroom.
Yes.
There's plenty in here.
Okay, that does rightly, But no, I'm listening. I enjoy it.
You back to decks again.
I know. Here we are. Like,
art.
What do you reckon? Like, what's going to happen in the Stormont, man? Do you think like they should fucking go back, or do they deserve a pay rise, or what?
Is that still going on? I don't know.
I know.
I haven't paid attention to politics in years, man.
You know what?
I have no idea what's going on in the street of Hummus either. Like,
no.
I think life becomes better when you stop caring.
Being blissfully ignorant is a very good way to be. Like,
yeah. Because like someone was saying recently that like we live in a world now where everything is so easily accessible. Like, exactly what's happening on the other side of the world. Right. Whereas years ago you wouldn't. You know what I mean? And like people were like, oh, it's the good old days. It was like humans can't compute literally how much information that there is at their fingertips, and it becomes just too much.
Man, I was thinking this on the way down here today, right? So, do you know, there's talks that there's going to be like fuel shortages, and they're talking about jet fuel being an issue.
Yeah.
And like cancelling load of flights over the summer, right? And I was like, right, so that's fossil fuels. And I started thinking about fossil fuels. I started thinking about global warming, started thinking about all this stuff. And then I was like I believe in global warming and all, climate change, right? But then I was like, but how do you know? And then I was like, because somebody told me. And I was like, right, but how do I know that? What, do you know what I mean? And then I was like, everything I know, someone's told me. What the fuck's anything mean? Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But then you start thinking that you're fucked, aren't you?
Yeah, big time. Yeah.
But then
stand up for someone. 17 to
You don't hear much about climate change anymore.
No, but apparently, can you Google this? Someone told me that apparently the hole in the ozone layer is closed again.
Yeah, it's fixed.
So we've done it. So can we go back to global warming again?
Well, this is the thing. So there's
bring back plastic.
Yeah, straws. Bring back the plastic straws.
Right, you know what? Getting rid of plastic straws wasn't going to fix it, by the way.
No.
Right.
Also, give me a paper cup and a plastic straw over a
plastic cup and a paper straw. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, and like, why is that the only thing?
Do you know
what I mean? I can't suck.
There's one of the biggest problems one of the major problems for rubbish in the sea, like plastics in the sea, is discarded sex toys.
Wow, yep. I did not know that.
So I've got a friend who wants to refurbish sex toys and open a second-hand sex toy shop.
Like fucking Geppetto.
Yeah, but as I said to him, if you have a second hand, you don't need a sex toy.
Yeah.
Huh? He's my sex toys right here.
Yeah. Very good.
Yeah, because I remember someone telling me though as well that like fossil fuels actually regrow. Right? And Neil deGrasse Tyson apparently said that like by the time we run out of fossil fuels, it'll be the year 3,800 or something.
Yeah.
Like there's loads.
Yeah, for us.
But somebody's making money, so it's like, oh, we have to pretend there's none.
Yeah. Yeah.
It says the ozone layer hasn't fully rehealed, but it will soon. It says like by 2040 or over Antarctica by 2066. But like, how's it getting better? Surely there's no way what we're doing now is better.
Well, see, but this is when it flips into the whole mad argument where people start in, like, you always end up down a fucking rabbit hole that's like borderline right wing.
Yeah.
But the amount of people that are like, I think like the climate's always changing, and a lot of people are like, to say that we're making it worse isn't necessarily. I don't believe that at all, but I've heard people saying it because like there's been like many ice ages, and you know it's constantly shifting.
See, I don't know enough.
I just want to go on holidays. Like that's all I'm saying. Like,
but
I just don't want to live in a 15-minute city. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, you're right. See, I don't.
You guys want to give all this here?
I don't. Like, I'm not a big conspiracy guy. I think some of them have legs, and I think some of them are just far-fetched. But I am curious as to know why no one's allowed to see what's going on in like the North Pole now, and like why can't we? Why is it all bad?
One thing I hate about conspiracies is the fact that you will literally never know.
Yeah.
So it feels just
Yeah,
that's
I think
what's a topic of discussion. Isn't
but
like,
I think there's a thing as well where like calling them conspiracy theories is so the term conspiracy theory was invented after JFK was shot. But a lot of people, because there's nutcase conspiracy theorists, right?
Yeah.
And there's people that are just like, no, there's a lot of corruption going on. We need to talk about that.
Yeah.
But it gets lumped in together, and then what happens is nobody can fucking believe anything anyone says.
Yeah. Because that was like, again, politicians are so sleeked. Like, there's that whole thing about the email that went out from, the Labour, I think it was probably Labour at the time, had sent this whole thing about, like, the price of, I think they're going to increase a load of cost and I can't remember what it was, but there's this whole email, and the guy had sent the email and it was like, it's a good day for bad news on 9/11. He was like, here, announce this today, because, you know, so everyone's distracted by this.
One of the things that I've talked to a good friend of mine about who's really into conspiracy theories is every time Madeleine McCann's in the news, something fucking really shitty's happening.
Yeah.
In terms of taxes or like, because they'll put something up to distract people, and then because I don't know an awful lot about anything. Right, I don't know anything about an awful lot. But my sister phoned me the other day when I was hungover, which was a bad time to do it. Right, and she goes, right, I just
your third eye was open.
Right, she was like it wasn't shut. She goes, so mum and dad are going to sign their house over to me, so that if they pass away, we don't have to pay. Is it stamp duty or something? There's something inheritance tax or some shit like that. But is inheritance tax a new thing?
No, I don't think so.
Has that always been a thing?
Yeah.
Because I'd never heard of that before, right?
Yeah.
And just the idea of like...
But there are ways that you have to, if you get it, you're like, well, you need to pay like 40% of what you get to us.
Right.
And it's like, that's not really
fair.
fair.
Because there was a thing where I think my sister was like, we'd have to pay the government 80 grand to receive our childhood home that's been paid off. Yeah. And I'm like, who the fuck invented that one?
It's absolutely mental because your parents have paid for it.
Yeah.
Money they've been taxed on already.
Yeah.
So
and then they're getting taxed on their pension, and then they die, and then they're like, by the way, we're taxing you when you're dead.
Do you know why? That's why the good, subservient, tax-paying middleman is the one that gets fucked by everybody all the time.
Every time. Like,
it's grace. You know, and it's just sometimes...
Because it is, to me, it seems very simple. There's about, I don't know, what's it, 300-400 billionaires in the world.
Yeah.
You can walk up to them, right? And you go, here, how many billions do you have? I've got 14 billion. Grand. We're taking 7 of it.
Yeah.
We're going to take half of your money. In fact, do you know what? We're going to take fucking 13 billion because a billion's way too much.
Yeah.
Right? We're taking 13 billion of your money, and if you want to argue about it, I have an army.
Yeah. Yeah.
What you got to do?
But then it's those boys keeping the governments afloat, isn't it?
Well, that's the thing. That's a lot of the problems, isn't it? Because then the other option then is it Richard Herring floated this idea years ago that politicians should be paid absolutely insane amounts of money so they can only be politicians.
Yeah.
Because they're paid enough that it's good, but it's still corruptible.
Yeah.
Whereas if you go, right, you're getting £1 million a year.
Yeah.
But if I think you go, right, you get £1 million a year, right? I also think we shouldn't let people who want to be in politics be in politics. I think it should be more like a raffle.
Yeah.
Right? Like a lottery.
Yeah.
Where you go, right, you're
like
going to
jury service or something.
Yeah, like jury service, right? And you go like this, you go, we're going to give you £1 million a year, right? You're going to do it for 5 years. If you're good, you can keep at it, right? 2.5 years in, if you're not doing a good job, we're going to eat one bit of you.
Yeah.
Right, just a wee bit.
Yeah.
Earlobe, toe, nothing major. Right, and if at the end of 5 years you haven't done a good job, we're going to fucking eat all of you.
Yeah.
We're not going to kill you. We're going to eat you.
Yeah.
Right.
I think,
Shit. The hospitals will be fucking grand.
Yeah.
There'll be no potholes.
Oh.
Like these motherfuckers, and you don't get a passport, so you can't leave.
Well, that sounds like you would be a full dictator.
No, I wouldn't be a dictator. I would make someone else be a dictator.
Right, okay. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Like
but I'd be like that.
You have guys out there like the Jacob Rees-Moggs of the world and the Boris Johnsons who want to aspire to be.
And that's the thing. That's
go,
like it's if I think of as soon as somebody aspires to be powerful, you're like that's a fucking psychopath.
Yeah,
they shouldn't be allowed to. And there's the web party politics, and I'm talking. This is from 20 years ago. Where, like we did politics at uni, and we had this thing where we would interview a politician every week, like local ones and stuff like that. And there was SLP MLA, whose name I won't mention just because she was sound. And somebody asked her, like, why did you get into politics? And she was like, I really wanted to help people. I thought when I was growing up, Northern Ireland was a bit of a fucking mess. Troubles were going on, blah, blah, blah. And the problem is once, there are good politicians, but once they join a political party, the party politics becomes more important than the actual issues. So, this is boring as fucking it. So when you think of like...
It's not Dixo, is it?
It's not Dix.
Hey.
But when you think of like the amount of, like, it happens in America between the Republicans and Democrats where every 10 years or so, they essentially switch what they're talking about.
Yeah.
And it was the same with like, same here. Shinners and SDLP would go one way and then they would go right fucking do that way.
Yeah.
DUP and UP do the same thing. So you end up in this just cycle of doing fuck all. And plus the way politics works at the minute, you get some cunt who goes, right, I promise that I'm going to fix everything he's done wrong. And we vote them in and they don't do it. And when they're there for 15 years.
And then they go, I'll go fix this problem. It was initially our problem. Here we go,
And that's even, I saw somebody talking about the south of Ireland, so Fine Gael and Fianna Fáil, or whatever the fuck, right? Are like, we're going to fix all these problems. They're like, well, you two have been in charge for 100 years, so you've caused them.
Yeah.
These are your problems.
But then some of the other problems too, like Sinn Féin, for example, have different policies up here as they do down there, and you're like, but it's what?
But the same as the UUP and the Conservatives, because they're linked, but they're still fucking...
But you know, at the end of the day, I always say that politicians are all, at the end of the day, political parties are all bollocks. It's like, they're all as bad as each other.
But there's so many, like, Jeremy Corbyn I thought was fucking class.
Yeah.
And he got, canned for being anti-Semitic, and nobody went, what did he say?
Yeah.
Nobody asked the question. Nobody went, what did he do that was anti-Semitic? They just went, well, fuck that, you're out.
Yeah. But then some of the other guys have done other stuff that people like, that's sweet.
Boris Johnson, and people don't remember this, right? Boris Johnson got arrested and cautioned for beating his fucking missus, right? Who was currently pregnant. When he hit her, she was pregnant. And he still won a general election by a landslide.
Yeah, it's mad.
That's fucking insane.
Yeah, it is.
And you're telling me there's no conspiracy theories? You're telling me aliens aren't in charge of this shit?
Listen.
Wake up, man.
There you go. I mean, we've covered everything. Dicks.
Yeah, sorry, but that was my hot take.
Politics. Wow.
Politics is the name of the episode.
Hold on, I think we need to take a break for a minute. Or a pulse, mate. Oh, we're back.
That was good.
I'm trying to get down with the new the phrases online and stuff these days.
Pulse?
Aura pulse.
All right.
Try it.
Oh, like an emotional Hadouken?
Yeah, just farm some aura there quickly.
Yeah. There you go. Farmed. Aura has been farmed. Guys, just want to let you know, some of you know already, but I'm an ambassador for Action Mental Health. If you recall, last October, I, for some reason, cycled 300 miles in 3 days for this cause. So you know it means something to me. But thankfully, I don't have to cycle this year. Instead, we're doing 3 shows for Action Mental Health. 1 in Derry on the 17th of May, and then 2 shows in Belfast on the 29th and 30th of May. Could be the 28th and the 29th, but whatever's a Friday and Saturday, I'm not sure off the top of my head. But what we do know is that ball nights have unbelievable lineups. It's all for a great cause. There's who do we have? Give me a name. Give me a stand-up name.
Aaron Butler.
Aaron Butler's going to be there. What about Andrew Ryan's going to be there in Derry? What about Emma Doran, Chris Kent?
Emma Doran.
Mickey Bartlett, all going to be in Derry. Chris Kent's going to be there. You name them, they're there. Paddy McDonnell is going to be there. Emer Maguire, Diona Doherty, Sean Haggerty.
They're married?
Yeah. 2 mental health charities, and you can see them at Action Mental Health's Stand Up For Somebody gigs, and you can follow the link in the description and get your tickets now. Come and have a great night of comedy and a great laugh for a great cause that I care deeply about, just like I care about you guys. Go and listen to my podcast. But no, I find that's what my biggest struggle is nowadays with, like, people just use words. that we already have terms for.
Yeah.
You know, for example, he was gooning. He's having a wank, like.
No, gooning's different.
Apparently not.
Is gooning not wanking to the point of like there's nothing coming out?
Oh, is it? Wow.
Gooning's worse than wanking.
Okay.
Gooning's like, I think gooning is.
What you did before you went to the doctor.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. Because like edging is like wanking all day and not coming.
Yeah.
And gooning is how many fucking times can I come?
Wow. So what is that what the Goonies is about?
Yeah. Hey, you guys.
Yeah, he wanked himself disabled.
Yeah, that's why he had slick shoes.
Yeah. Yeah, so that
Pictures of power. Shouldn't have done the voice. Sorry
no, but that guy, I just can't keep up with all the other terms, and it makes me feel like
the term gooning to the herc. Have you heard that one?
No.
Which is people talking. It's a joke term that the young ones have. Where you goon to the Charlie Herc video.
Oh, Kirk.
I said herc. Did I say herc?
Yeah, herc.
The herc's a pub in Lurgan. Sorry.
All right.
Which I have gooned in. But yeah, gooning to the Kirk is the official term. Sorry.
So that means you've wanked yourself to death?
No, it means you've wanked over the Charlie Kirk assassination video. Oh. Now, obviously, they're being facetious.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
True. Remember when that happened? And we were like...
Yeah, you sent me the video.
I was just like... And you were like, I think he's dead there. And I was like, that doesn't look good. Like, you know.
But I remember thinking, you forget how good phones are.
Yeah.
So you were like, man, Charlie Kirk's has been shot. Mm-hmm. The video's online. Do you want to see it? And I went, yeah.
Yeah.
And I thought it would be like... I've been shot. And instead I'm like waiting for something to happen and I went, what the fuck? But see, do you know what's weird as well? I remember showing my missus at the time, like I showed her that video and because he's had a reputation of being like a woman hater, she was like, it's not that bad. Mm-hmm. And I was like, you won't watch The Conjuring with me.
Yeah.
Because you won't watch Scream.
Yeah.
You think it's too violent and that man's spine getting blown out the back of his head. You were like,
yeah.
That ain't shit. It was probably one of the most shocking things I've ever seen.
Oh, it's horrendous, yeah, because I hate stuff like that. And it was there, like the same thing that you had said. I was like, I wonder, I thought there's obviously going to be a bit of decency about here. They'll be like, they're not. No, I said, oh my God, it's embedded there. And then whenever the news were like, he's in hospital, I'm like, no.
Aye.
I don't
Is he in one piece though?
No, it's not a great time.
The Charlie, again, just because of the 4K camera on it, is more shocking than the JFK one.
Yeah.
Or maybe we've seen the JFK one that many times, you're just kind of numb to it.
Yeah, but then the JFK one too, like...
JFK one's pretty bad, though.
Yeah, it wasn't, like, that's another one, you're like, he's not going to walk that one off. Like, he's in a bit of bother here.
I know, it's the bit, which is heartbreaking too, but when Jackie Kennedy, the show was then, goes and picks up the bits of his brains from the back of the car, and you're like, I get you're stressed and shocked, but I don't think that's how it works.
No, that's the... Oh, you gotta have a plaster.
Puts us back in the wrong way. He's got a different voice. He's like, "Ich bin ein Berliner."
He probably would have got that
We're
phrase
not doing
right.
this because of dating. We're doing it because it's hard.
I mean, here, write the treatment. They rebuild.
Robo president.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of pun, I saw a thing on Twitter today. It was just an advert for a film called The Penetrator 2. So it was like the Terminator but the porn version. So it was the Penetrator 2 Grudgment Day. They called it.
I'll be back.
And then there was one of these ladies going, you better not penetrate me. And he was like, I will. And then it cuts the scene and it's just, good times. The Penetrator.
I haven't watched a full porn probably in my life. Because like those DVDs are like, that's an old school thing. We now have porn on tap. But
though, who is buying a DVD and watching the full thing?
So
going, there you go. Let's see this.
The time that me and Geddes went in and bought the general boner, the fake dick that we use for a podcast.
Yeah.
There was a guy in buying DVDs in paper bag. And I couldn't believe that. I was like, surely you have Wi-Fi.
Mm-hmm. So maybe that's like a story.
Maybe he's just supporting the arts.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I still pay for Netflix.
Yeah.
I could have a dodgy box, but
then would you I don't think, if you're like, to me, you're not buying a porn movie for the movie. You're buying it for...
But part of me at this age would like to watch a porn movie with a plot.
Yeah.
I'm at that point. I'm like, look, I know washing machines break all the time.
Yeah.
There's babysitters. You know what I mean? That's not a real taxi.
Pizza delivery man.
All that sort of stuff.
A hole in the box.
Yeah.
It's a penis.
The Family Guy one that I saw one time, the parody, that was funny because they had a Joe
Yeah.
and he was in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
I don't know if he needed to be. When I saw his willy, I thought, well, that explains it.
Yeah, okay.
Big man can't walk.
Yeah, fair.
But there definitely are some that I would like. I'd like to watch Star Wars porn party. I'd love to. I'm a big fan of Star Wars. Big fan of tits.
And if you can,
Do you know what I mean?
you'd be a great commissioner. Just come in, right off this idea, space tits.
Yeah, that'd be pretty much.
Like, have you seen that?
Everything. Like,
Is it, what is it? It's Gavin and Stacey.
Buck Red Dwarf. It'd be
Yeah. Well, what is it?
Red Rad Dwarf.
And it's your man, Matt Lucas is doing the. Is it Gavin and Stacey where he's doing the like?
Oh, the
tits?
holiday rep.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Punch, tits, Prague,
Yeah.
tits.
Yeah. He's like, that's it. Yeah. Oh, it's so funny. But yeah, like I think like you'd be watching maybe the first 5-10 minutes and be like, I don't want to watch. Like, you're not going.
I suppose part of the reason I wonder how long it takes before they start having sex.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Is it a good 10? Is it like the softcore things you watch on Channel 5 where you might see a ditty for 3 seconds every 15 minutes?
But that's great.
Or is it like,
Yeah.
do you know, is it the opening scene from Star Wars, but then when it pulls out, it's a vanny?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that is actually, I'm curious now to know. Like, do they do the full storyline? I don't know, because apparently, like, one of the films growing up that I remember always being excited to see on the TV was Species. Do you remember that?
I do remember Species.
Yeah, with
There's about
Natasha
4 of them,
Henstridge.
isn't there?
Yeah. Apparently they're remaking it now, doing a new Species, allegedly. So, yeah.
I remember
Go to
watching
the cinema.
I remember watching a movie in my uncle's house once because they had Sky,
Uh-huh.
and it was the Terminator, but it was a female cyborg. It was like a B movie version of a Terminator, like a rip-off.
There was one of them.
And do you know
Was
one
it
of
maybe
those things where you
Terminator
go,
4 or 3 or 4?
No. This was like in the fucking early 90s.
wow.
And it was essentially just like they've just taken the plot of Terminator and put a woman as
Erotic,
the
was it?
robot. Not erotic
No?
at all. Just
Wow.
an actual fucking like a. Do you know when you see like fucking like a rip off of Saw or you know,
Yeah.
those kind of weird horror movies? And I keep
Spanner.
googling it to try and find out what it could be called or what, and it just never comes up. Every time I type in female Terminator, it comes up Terminator 4, and I'm like, no,
Yeah.
I want the fucking
The knockoff
weird
one.
thing that I watched years ago.
Yeah, and Robocop, that was good too, wasn't it? Back in
Man,
the day.
Robocop's one of my favorite films. They're remaking that as a series, I think, for Amazon,
Okay.
but it's based on the 1980s Peter Weller Robocop.
Oh, yes.
So here's the history of Robocop. So they had Robocop 1, Robocop 2. Peter Weller was in both of them.
Yeah.
Right.
Is
Robocop
that
3.
the singer?
No.
Broken Stones, no?
Oh, what's his name?
Paul Weller.
Paul Weller. There you go. It's his cousin. And the Australian guy. Timmy's fallen down a Weller. But so Robocop 1, Robocop 2, both Peter Weller was in both of those. Robocop 3 came along. Peter Weller was signed up to do another movie, right? Would have been in Robocop 3, but couldn't. So in Robocop 3, they had to get another actor, but they couldn't afford to make a new Robocop suit. So they put him in the Robocop suit from Robocop 1, but it didn't quite fit him. So then they made Robocop get burned up, so his face looked a wee bit different.
Yeah.
So that's what the start of Robocop 3 gets set on fire.
Yes.
Right. Then there's Robocop Prime Directive, which was a TV series for kids. Don't know if you remember that. They had a range of toys and stuff. It was camp as shit.
Cartoons.
There was cartoons and there was a live action one.
I've not seen live action.
But the live action one was the Robocop, the original Robocop suit from the movie, but the guy was fucking shorter and fatter, so he looks like a Tin Man in it.
Yeah.
In that series, there's a bad Robocop comes out and he has 2 guns, but he looks like Robocop, and he's wearing the suit from Robocop 2, slightly bluer in colour, not as grey.
Wow.
That's anything else you want to
I'm going to tell you, I didn't know Mickey Bartlett was a massive Robocop
I've been
fan.
playing the Robocop game on the PS5.
Oh, wow.
I've clocked it twice.
Yeah.
It's fucking unbelievable. So I am very much looking forward to the Robocop series.
Yeah.
And if you need anybody to be in it,
Yeah, I mean, but it sounds they've mixed up the Robocop so much, you could just be a Robocop.
100%.
You know, you'd actually be really good at if you could do the accent. You know, like a tired New York cop that's paired with a Robocop.
Yeah, I'm so fucking tired of Robocop.
Yeah, I'd be brilliant.
He keeps using all my WD-40.
Here, what is it they did? They made a comedy out of like like they made a remake of a film, but they made it a comedy. It was Seth Rogen did it, or one of those guys. A new comedy Robocop, are you in it? With a reimagining?
No, I want to be a full 1980s gore fest, like
a serious
because
Robocop.
I can do comedy all right, but I've never done an action movie and I want to.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I get you.
I'd love to be like, you know,
just yeah. Right. No,
a trench coat with dubs.
Did you watch the remake of Robocop recently? Like maybe last 10 years?
Yeah.
Or something? Wasn't great.
It was Iron Man the movie. There's a bit in that though that was like quite. I was like, that's shocking. Where they take the suit away and it's just his head and his lungs and his hand, and you're like,
yeah, that's gross.
that's pretty rough.
Yeah, because he's basically just like Krang then, isn't he?
Yeah, so when I was a kid, I always thought that like the whole guy was in a Robocop suit.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that it was literally his face was stapled to a metal helmet.
Because did he have a big explosion or accident or something?
He got shot about 74 times.
Was that that machine thing?
No. He gets shot by Clarence Bodiger and the bad guys, right? So
classic Bodiger.
Right, so they fucking blow him away with shotguns, blow his arm off, right? And like, like, you remember the bit where he's lying, the guy's got his foot on his arm, and he's going, "Cops don't like me, and I don't like cops," right? That's the guy from that 70s show.
Yeah.
And he goes,
Sounds like Quagmire,
and then he blows his arm off. He blows his hand off, first of all, right? And then Alex Murphy, the titular character, is like, and they're like, and then they shoot him. There's like 5 guys shooting him with shotguns until the shotguns are empty, right? Blow his arm off and everything, and he's still alive. And one of the guys like, "He's still alive," and then he shoots him in the head, right? And they take him to hospital, and they're like, "He's fucking still alive."
And then Robocop. Wow.
But it's also the thing about Robocop is it's a statement on the yuppie nature of America, and weirdly, it's prophetic because you look at America now, and it's not unlike old Detroit, soon to be Delta City. Owned by corporations, and you know, the news cycle that we get now is kind of very similar to Media Break, which is the obviously, you know, this the name
of course
of the news story on
the company
with Casey Walker,
of course. Wow, I mean, my mind is blown. Did you know anything about Robocop?
When you start me on politics, you get me on the Robocop. It's a slippery slope.
I mean, that I think and that's all because we talk about dicks too much.
Yeah.
Now, do you see the Robocock?
I did not, but here's the thing. So the director, Paul Verhoeven, who directed Robocop, also directed Starship Troopers. R.I.P. Patrick Muldooney, he died last week, one of the main actors in it. And that, again, is a satirical take on the modern world. And it's very close to what we have now in terms of people are watching the news and get asked on like live, do you want to watch more of this? And they can watch executions and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it gets a wee bit fucking crazy.
You know what else is it? James Cameron and his predictions.
Man.
The Terminator, Avatar.
Yeah, exactly. The amount of blue people I've seen.
David.
Send them home.
He's right. Back in the boat, says one way, mate. Wait. That's mad. You watching anything else at the minute other than Robocop?
MAFS.
Oh.
Married at First Sight Australia.
Yeah.
The worst people on the planet.
Yeah, then I can't watch it
collected
anymore.
together.
I can't watch it anymore.
I can watch it if my missus is in the room and we're just on our phones.
Yeah.
I tried to watch it on my own the other day and had a panic attack.
Yeah.
It's the worst.
Because they want to be famous now rather than get married.
But here's the thing as well. That's definitely one of those TV shows where they're either the people getting into it are so thick they don't know they're being set up, or they're so smart they'll do anything to be famous.
Yeah.
But it definitely feels like if you do you want to have they all meet up for dinner?
Yes.
Dinner party?
Oh, the dinner parties are wild.
Man, the amount of runny noses, right? Like they're all like, fucking, and you're like, oh, they're geared out of their minds.
Yeah.
And they're just filming it. Some of the worst people I've ever encountered in my life.
And then you just can't stop watching it.
Yeah, that and Outlander. Don't know if you've seen that.
No, I haven't seen that. Did you watch the one in the UK, Last Married First Sight UK, and there was a girl in it who was just shagging everybody? All the ex-husbands. Wild.
I didn't see that one.
She was just, and she turned up to the dinner party on her own because her actual husband was like, nah, I can't have her at all. She's a nightmare. And then she'd shag two other the dads. The husbands. Yeah.
So the Australian one is the only one I can palate.
Yeah.
There's one guy in that was like, he's a former Australian soldier, mad on the Trump, and they paired him with a woman who was mad on the Trump. And she was like, this cunt's too conservative for me, and I'm a woman who likes Donald Trump.
Yeah. Oh, no, anyone working at the minute?
There's one couple that's working.
Yeah.
Real at the minute. No, I haven't caught up. And she's very lovely. She's Lithuanian. I forget her name. I forget all their names.
Magda.
No. Okay. Sylvia. I want to say Sylvia, something like that. Sylvie. Very, very pretty. Just a wee bob. Like Victoria Beckham back in the day.
Oh, nice.
And her fella's just a dream.
Yeah.
Really is. They've really have just matched really, really well. The experts did a great job.
I would say with the experts, they're not that great at their job over the years, have they been? Because a lot of them don't last.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, you can't really be an expert in that kind of relationship.
Are there any gays?
There's two guys in this series. In the
I always wrote for them.
And they were getting on great. But then the problem is, so one of the guys, Chris, I think his name is, he has become mates with Gia and Juliet. Now, Juliet came in late.
Always happens.
Juliet came in late, and Juliet's a thunder cunt. She is a thunder cunt. Now she's been paired with he's not a difficult man, he's just a bit of a show off, he's a bit of a fucking flamboyant guy. She thinks he's creepy because he still has a teddy bear, but he doesn't go to bed with a teddy bear, he just has a childhood teddy bear. He kind of fucking,
he loves his family.
He just kind of, he loves his family. Likes his mum a wee bit too much, to be honest with you. I think he kisses his man on the lips.
Mother.
But Juliet is like a real bitch, right? And she's twisted his words and completely forgot that she's been recorded the whole time. So she said that he said things he didn't say, and we all saw that he didn't say it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then Gia is like, she's got fake lips, fake tits, and she has been causing an awful stink. But there's another girl called Bex, I think, and she's a real fucking bitch. So it's the women are all quite bitchy.
Yeah. And what's Chris been dragged into that?
Chris been dragged into it. So Chris's husband's kind of being like, look, you know she's a bitch, and you're pretending to be her friend. You've known her a fortnight, and I'm supposed to be your husband. So why the fuck are you? Yeah. You give me love bites, and then you fucking pairing up with Juliet and Gia.
Don't like that.
That's not gonna last.
No.
You know.
See, that's what happened in the one I watched. There's two guys, Kay and Davide. I loved them. Thought they were meant to be together.
Aye.
Fucking wasn't.
See, a lot of it's performative for the cameras too. Like
Kay was straight on the grinder, wasn't he?
That's the thing. So there's Danny, who's going out with Bex, keeps talking about how much he loves her and how great she is. But apparently, as soon as the series ended, he was like, "Oh, I'm done with this bitch. She's mad." And they showed a video of him talking about her when they first got matched up, and he was like, "She's a fucking bitch. I hate her."
Yeah.
And he goes, "I could get a better woman in fucking Woolworths."
Yeah.
And then a guy from last year, who was the biggest cunt on MAFS last year, stood outside Woolworths making fun of Danny. This is the guy who was so incoherent that they subtitle him. Yeah. Just a nasty piece of work.
It's become nasty, MAFS, hasn't it? It's become nasty.
That's the thing. But all reality TV has.
Yeah.
Back in our day, Big Brother was a wee experiment that was good crack.
Yeah.
And then people started eating kangaroo bollocks on I'm a Celebrity.
Too extreme, isn't it?
It's too much. It's too much.
Like I like there was a good old day whenever Big Brother, it was just, and they just put people in to see how they went, and it wasn't just to cause fights.
The first 2 series of Big Brother were brilliant.
Yeah. Like I remember the biggest fight was over Sarah ordering tofu on the food list, and Craig was like, "Sorry, why you ordering tofu on the fucking food list, mate?" And
nobody eats fucking tofu.
Yeah, apart from you. And then it's like that was an argument. That was it. Nasty Nick, God forbid, had a pencil.
Oh, Nasty Nick. He was one of the most hated men in the country as well.
Because he had a pencil and a bit of paper.
But he was passing notes, being like, "We should vote this person off."
I know, but that's gamesmanship. It's not to get that level of hate.
But Nasty Nick was doing that during the time when it was just an experiment.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
He was up with like Richard Bateman. Was it not Richard? No, that's fucking Patrick Bateman. Richard Thingy from Coronation Street. Hillman. Yeah, him and Nasty Nick, they were on a par. Like, if
remember when Richard killed Maxine with a shovel?
That was too far.
Dinged her in the head in the middle of the living room.
Not Maxine. That was the one that was too far.
For Ashley. When's the last time you watched the soaps?
Oh, you know what? It must have been about a month ago. It was just on. So do you ever like you be watching, like if you have a show you watch together, and then you still maybe do, like at the minute we started McMafia this week, which is great. We're only 2 episodes into it, but we're invested in McMafia, and I'm like keen to go on to the next episode, and Catherine's like, "I'm tired, I need to go to bed here." I'd be like, "Oh." It's one of those ones, so we're like, we'll stop and go back at another day. Something like that happened. We stopped, and she had gone out to like get a cup of tea or something, and I was just watching Coronation Street, and I just got into it.
Did you recognize it? Is there anybody still there that was there from the
Carla was still in there, but Carla was like,
Carla's very, very pretty.
She is very pretty, but she was doing a line with Peter Barlow last time I checked, but now she's a full-blown lesbian, which I didn't realise.
Right.
So I was invested in to see how that story's going to pan out, and then you see some of the old guys back, and like Dev and all. It's always good to see Dev.
I saw a clip of old school Corey recently where it was Peter Barlow was at an AA meeting, and he brought Ken and Deirdre. Oh. And they just showed him up because they were arguing, and he's like...
Yeah.
And I didn't laugh at it as a child, but as a nearly 40-year-old man, I'm like, he is scundered to his man.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. You're embarrassing me, Peter. He's the way he always
I'm Ken bucking the whole street. Like.
Yeah. Oh, bucks everyone. Mike Baldwin, then he died R.I.P. Like that stopped the buck wars. Like him and Ken were just bucking that one.
Over Deirdre too.
I know. But then Deirdre, she
went on like a radiator.
And she went out with Samir, didn't she?
Dave was it not?
Who?
Oh, Samir, yeah.
Oh, she got on the Dev as well. Samir was Rashid, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And then she married Samir, and then they're like, and then she went with Dev for a bit. Deirdre was got about like.
Aye.
Anne Kirkbride, rest in peace.
She's passed away, hasn't she?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
God rest her.
And then Betty, she was putting it about as well. No, not Betty. Fuck. Well, Bet. That's what it was. It was Betty. Betty one that made the hot pot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Bet owned the Rovers.
The Rovers, yeah.
She did put it about. Did she not get a Jack Duckworth at one point?
Oh,
I think they had a wee thing, and Vera put Jack out of the house.
Oh, and I think Vera put Bet through the window or something. Like she wasn't happy.
Remember, didn't Vera kind of hook up with the baldy fella, took over the Rovers? for a wee bit.
Yes.
And then her and Jack got back together because the whole
And then
country
he
was all
died,
the
didn't
Duckworth.
he?
Like,
Oh, fucking hell. But then when Jack Duckworth and Vera, that was the worst. See, when Vera died. Do you remember that? And then
bring it here to stone.
And then she had a wee dance with Jack, and Jack came back, so he'd already died.
Aye.
And then they were dancing around the living room. Oh my god.
I know.
And in EastEnders too. I would dabble in EastEnders for a bit.
I was
Back
big,
in the day as
yeah,
well.
I used to love. I
Yeah.
used to. I was glued to the soaps as a child.
Oh, they were brilliant.
You come home from school, you'd watch Neighbours.
Oh,
And then you'd watch it again when it was on later.
yes.
Flick over to The Simpsons.
Yeah.
Have your tea. Stick on Hollyoaks.
Yes. I
Then
see.
you'd go Corey, EastEnders, and then Corey, because there was a time
Yeah.
when there was like a.
Late night Corey when it was a bit more violent.
Yeah.
But then again, you're at that age, you were like, you might see a wee bit of boob here, but then it's like, no, it's just
I
violence.
do my homework during Emmerdale.
Yeah.
I never really got into Emmerdale.
Nah, see, I wasn't big on Hollyoaks, you see. I would have been more of an EastEnders. And then when you're doing the double, because it wasn't at EastEnders started at 8 and Corey was 7:30, so you go straight into that,
Yeah.
so you could watch both of them. Oh, that was some show.
Good days, like.
They were great days.
And then Who
Like,
Wants to Be a Millionaire would come on at 9 o'clock-ish, something like that.
you know what?
And
See,
the whole family get together and you play it.
but you know what the problem is? You'd have to make an effort to watch it, so you were invested in it.
Aye.
You can just put it on at any time. See, this is the problem with too much choice.
Absolutely.
Our wee brains can't cope. You know,
I
we
agree.
can't cope. They were fucking good old days.
What a philosophical
Yeah.
podcast this has been.
Oh, this has been brilliant.
We haven't talked about poo once.
No.
We've done decks, we've done balls, we've done
Yeah.
asses.
But no poo.
We've done 69s, we've done Varsus. We've done politics, we've done Robocop. And now we've done the soaps.
But do you remember whenever...
What a fucking full spectrum.
What was Toadfish's girlfriend called? Dee?
Dion.
Yeah. And she disappeared.
She passed away,
And then appeared like last year or some shit.
So her name was Madeline Westbrook,
Yeah.
right?
Oh.
And me and one of my mates in school really fancied her because
Oh, yeah.
she had big boobies.
Yeah, she's beautiful.
She was very, very
Beautiful.
gorgeous.
A lot of beautiful people lived in Ramsey
A
Street.
lot of beautiful people. Remember
Yeah.
the Holly Valance and her sisters?
Yes. Oh, what were they called? Oh, yeah.
Because recently I watched the first ever episode of Neighbours because it's on Amazon.
Yeah.
And it's mad. Like one of the guys, he has a box party, or a stag as we would call it,
Yeah.
and has this weird fucking premonition when he's drunk about somebody dying, and I think that happens later on in the series.
Yeah.
So you're like they were dealing with the dark arts at the start of Neighbours.
Ahead of their time, like.
Yeah, and then remember Carl banged his secretary.
I hated that.
I hated it too.
Hated it.
But she was a fox.
Yeah.
Her name was Sarah. She was fox. She was one of the, she could pull off lip liner like nobody else could. Here's a fun fact for you. Carl and Susan's son Billy.
Yes, Billy.
Do you know who he is? He was in House.
He's also in Chicago Fire.
Is he in Chicago Fire as well?
Yeah, he's the main guy.
Fuck, he's
One
done
of the
well for
main
himself.
guys. Oh,
He's done well for
great.
himself now.
Full American accent.
Hard to pull off.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Remember the fella from here was in it for a while?
In what?
In Neighbours?
Oh, yes.
Connor?
Connor, that's right. That was what, about 20... Was it 20 years ago now? 15, 20 years ago? I
Easy
think.
more.
Yeah. Do you remember Stonefish was the original fish? Before Toadfish, his big brother?
I didn't know he was the original. I thought he was
Yeah.
just. I thought there was.
No, I think Stonefish was first, then Toadfish came on.
The Rebeckies, wasn't it?
Yeah, the Rebeckies.
Yeah.
What a family.
Yeah.
Characters.
My ex girlfriend's nickname was Toadie
Yeah.
because she was just always in her mate's house. And her dad called her Toadfish. She was also stinking.
I would call her Toadfish next time I was here. No, fuck, they were good old days. Life was innocent without mortgages and pains and suffering and kids. And
Still don't have a mortgage or kids?
Yeah, but you just have stress. Just stress.
IBS.
Oh, no. I need a pee, so I want to say, do you...
I know, I'd go to the gym.
Are you doing it? Are you going to the gym right enough now?
It's a PT session, 2 o'clock.
Oh, it's okay. Well, we've stuff to do first. Like, don't worry. I thought you meant now you come back.
Fuck no.
Anyway, Mickey, cheers. That's been deep.
It's been lovely, yeah. Thanks very much, man. It was nice. Good
Yeah.
luck clipping it.
Cheers.